What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Drivers Edition. I decided to shoot a quick video while I'm sitting out here on the balcony. I told you guys I get around. So right now I'm out here in beautiful South Carolina, actually Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I told you guys I'd be out. I'm gonna start documenting some of my travels. I have no idea how much I get around. But today's video, I decided to share a little bit behind the scenes with you, or some of the stuff I'll be working on. So my thoughts is I'm trying to look for something else to do with some of my free time. I got a couple events coming up this year, so stay tuned for those. But I feel like there has to be something more than just chasing the Z06 and running down all this Chevy information about the Z06 and trying to make moves to get one and so forth. So I decided to drop a quick video, let y'all in on a little bit behind the scenes of what I be doing. Like I told you before, I travel a lot. I'm looking to do something with my free time. And so what I was thinking, I was talking to one of my friends, and I want to know what your guys' opinion is on this, because he was saying I should get an old school. And I'm like, old school? I'm a true car enthusiast. I love the car scene, but that's really one aspect of it I just haven't had a strong desire for. Yes, I love to see people who rebuilt the old school Impala, you know, like you see Dr. Dre and Snoop with the switches bouncing and so forth. I love that. At the same point in time, you know, I have uncles that was truly into rebuilding, Chevelles and old school Malibus, but they was doing it for the horsepower to street racing. This is whatever. I still, you know, I grew up in that. But at this point, you know, I'm starting to realize or think to myself, is that something I want to pursue? But at this point, you know, I'm starting to realize or think to myself, is that something I want to pursue? And then I had this other side of me that just wants to get something maybe, and I say maybe, something like an old school Chevelle or something like that. So I'm really all over the place with this. I like anything from like the first version of the Corvette to come out, all the way back to like the mobster cars, you know, with Bonnie and Clyde. So I would love something like that to work on, but then I really think to myself, am I really gonna put the heart and soul dedication into actually rebuilding it and making it like its glorified days back when it first came out? My whole purpose of this is to actually start trying to grow my car collection. So right now it's not that big, and honestly I change cars so much I never really keep anything, but now I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like I want to keep something so I can have multiple vehicles for the channel, and just multiple vehicles I can take out and enjoy. So let me know what your thoughts are about that. So as I'm sitting right here on my balcony enjoying the ocean view, and like I said, we're out here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. What actually happened is I got a hookup, or somebody told me they knew somebody that had a couple old school Corvettes for sale. So we're gonna share that moment with you. But as of right now, since I had to come down to South Carolina to see the car, I figured why not stop by beautiful Myrtle Beach. I felt like I'll stop by, take a look, and see if I possibly can acquire one. If I actually like the car, if it's something I want to spend my money on and so forth and move forward with. So that's something I'm gonna share with you guys. So I'll let you see behind the scenes, let you see if it actually works out. Then swing by, take care of the business aspect of this, and then head on home. So I'm shooting this from my balcony, overviewing the sunlight. For the moment, let's just enjoy this ocean view before I get really knee deep in this video. Well, this video isn't going quite like I planned. My friend was supposed to reach out and set up the appointment for me to stop by and see these cars. Actually, when I got here, nobody was home. Maybe that was strategic because I would enjoy to start up each vehicle and actually have a conversation about the vehicle, what has been done to it, where they're at in the restoration process, and just get a little bit more in depth as far as sitting down, touching them, and getting the feel for the vehicle. But when I got here, the person I was supposed to meet, I was told had to step away for a minute. They were going to be back for maybe an hour or two, and realistically, I just wasn't going to hang around for 2 hours to talk about a car, and they couldn't even give me an exact timeline of when they would be back. So I just took a look at the cars while we're sitting here. So tell me what you think about these nice Corvettes. Okay, by now you have to know that I truly like the 1974 Chevy Corvette, but the one thing they all have going for them is their convertibles, and I'm a sucker for convertibles. But my biggest problem, honestly, my problem is that I wasn't a fan of the 1965s with the side exhaust, so they kind of lost me on the side exhaust. And then on the other note, the white Corvette, and it has its own performance upgrades. It's pushing out 365 horsepower, which I'm almost certain back in 1964, they wasn't pushing out 365 horsepower. But I could be mistaken. Let me know what you think in the descriptions. Am I right? Am I wrong? But moving along. So if you look at the cars, all the cars are amazing. I will not deny that. They all have their inner beauty and they have their own unique appearance and so forth, which draws me in. I'm a sucker for Corvettes. But when I look at the price tag, realistically, it's doable, especially if I'm trying to hold off on moving forward with a Z06 purchase anytime soon. Or maybe even consider possibly getting an E-rate if that's truly what it's going to be called when it comes out. But when I look at this 74 Corvette, the problem I'm having is the back top doesn't really sit flush with the vehicle. So that kind of bothers me. Again, I said I wanted an old school or a vehicle I could kind of work on or work with. I like the black stripe, but I'm not a fan of the huge black bumper. So I feel like the car would have been better if the stripe would have went on through it and the bumper would remain red. But that's just my opinion. I like the stance of it. Ever since I saw the 1974 Corvette, and not just this one of my friends had one that his father gave him back when I was in high school, And I'm pretty sure if he'd have known how much it would be worth today, or the fact that it would just be a nice vehicle to have now, he probably would have kept it. But he drove it all throughout high school. And the thing that's funny about it was that many people were like, your father gave you a Corvette, but this was the late 90s. The horsepower wasn't really that insane at this point in time compared to what you can get on the street in Mustangs and so forth. And then two, it was a two-seater, so it eliminated the whole fact of him transporting a lot of people around when he go places. So he had a nice car, an old Corvette that he could only add one friend with, so he was never driving around deep or with a bunch of kids. And then two, it was really reliable, easily affordable, easy to maintain, except he had a hard top, which myself personally, like I tell you now, I'm all about dropping the top, and I'm all about this whole ruthless exposure, but I'm sidetracking off. So the reason why I'm showing you guys these Corvettes is, although I would tell you 3 out of the 4 is really in the price range I don't want to go to for an old school vehicle, and the one car I do love, it has been restored already, which kind of defeats the purpose of why I want it. I wanted something that possibly ran and was in fair condition. I was looking more around or hoping to be somewhere around the 10 to 12 price range, possibly 15, that I could rebuild myself and do something on my own time. This car, when I saw it in person, was pretty much nicely restored. And not only that, it was well thought and well executed with the restoration process, but it really isn't an ICNV car if you ask me. Meaning, like, I would have did a couple more up-to-date upgrades, maybe put a radio in I could actually appreciate, clean it up a little bit more, made the interior seating more up-to-date than saving the classic look. And that's one of those things where my best friend says, hey, maybe you should just leave the whole old school car look alone, because realistically, I like the outside body look, but interior, I still like my comfort, my convenience, and my toys. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Would you be offended if I actually upgrade the interior to more of a up-to-date Bluetooth capable radio, something I can enjoy while I'm driving with the top down, and maybe change the seating? And I'm saying the seating, change the seats to more of a comfortable, sportier look, or some more. I'm saying keep the same seats that are in the car, but change the design where it looks more up to date, and possibly put my own creative touches in it and look at it that way. I mean, that was my thoughts. I wanted something that I can take out to a couple of car meets. You look at it and say, wow, but then it slightly be different, it'd be my own unique vehicle. But for that price, I'm not one to jump that far off to do that with a car. And all these cars are beautiful, so I'm showing them to you because maybe if you're interested in the car, you can take the information, reach out to my man, and get yourself a nice vehicle. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. It wasn't the best quality out, but it'll get better. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the cars. ICNV Drives Edition. Until the next video, stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you in these streets. Peace.